I'm gonna give you some tips on what to look for when you're buying a used car from a dealer. If I was a customer, if I'm trying to get a great deal, what can I do? I know you're a salesman, but don't be in the salesman's shoes right now. Be in our shoes, the customer.
Okay.
What are the questions? What's the insight? What can I do to get a great deal out of a used car dealership?
First thing that I would recommend you, if you're trying to get something good, just be as honest as you can to the person. Yeah, because I mean, a lot of the times the way we find out what the person is looking for, the only way we can find out what the person is looking for is asking questions. So when a salesman asks you a question, it's not that he's trying to, persuade you or anything. He's just trying to find out what are your needs.
You get both. You get some sales.
Yeah, of course, but that's a different, that's a whole different subject.
Right.
But in my opinion, or in my case, when I ask you a question, it's not, like I said, I'm not trying to persuade you, but I'm just trying to find out what you're looking for, and based on what you answer, I'm gonna know what I'm gonna offer that's gonna fit your needs. Because if you come in and you're a mom and you have 3 kids, but I ask you what you're looking for, what kind of vehicle you're looking for, and you don't give me like not a clear answer, but an answer that I won't be able to get any information. I can offer 50 different cars, and obviously if you have kids, I'm not gonna sell you a truck, like a single cabin truck. It's not gonna fit you, so that's my first recommendation. Obviously, in the car business, there's a lot of shady people. So, but there are a lot of tools that you can ask, and such as the Carfax or the auto check on the car, and see how clean the car is, how many owners the car has had, and if the car has been in any accident, if it's got a clean title, which most of the people don't ask for that, because customers are visual. If they see the car exactly, if they like the car and they see the car looks good, they're not gonna ask for anything.
Want to take it? Yeah, that's mine.
Exactly. So don't be that kind of person. Which I know, like I said, people are visual, but it doesn't hurt to ask, like, hey, can you show me the auto check or the Carfax? Do you know how many owners the car, have had, and accidents, where the car has been? Does it have rust? And all that kind of stuff. Also,
that's something that you said there that it's very important, the rust.
Yeah.
Most of the people, the regular customer, they don't know about rust. Rust could be something really bad on a car.
Yeah, because it can mess a lot of things in the suspension, and it could, rust, man, is evil for metal. So there's a lot of metal in your car. So all these northern cars, they get a lot of rust because of the salt they use, to on the eyes. So that's something that you have to be careful.
So is the customer, what is the customer supposed to do when they're in the dealership? Should they get under the car, or should they ask for something? How do they know the car doesn't have rust?
Right. But if you don't know a lot about cars, try to come with someone who knows about cars. And most of the dealers, they will actually let you bring a mechanic and have the car inspected. Like, for example, our dealership, we don't have any problem. I had a customer, I think a couple of weeks ago, he said, like, hey, would you let me take the car? He was looking at buying an SUV. Will you let me take the car to get it inspected at my mechanic? I was like, I have no problem at all. I have one of my employees drive the car over there, and they put on the lift, look underneath the car and everything, and everything went through. So obviously, if you're dealing with a sketchy dealership, most likely they won't. They'll give you a whole bunch of excuses, and they'll say no, this and that. we don't mind,
I guess-
as long as the customer.
And like any negotiation, you gotta like feel it. You gotta feel it out.
Oh, yeah.
Your gut. I mean,
Yeah.
if the salesman, you feel like there's something hidden, something going
Yeah.
on, then
Yeah, you'll probably pick it up, if you pay attention. But as far as like also, trying to get the best deal is that you have to be aware of all the numbers. Like if you're in a certain budget, you're trying to stay within a budget for your monthly payment and all that. Just like I said, just be honest with the salesman. Like, hey, I don't want to spend more than $300 a month on my car payment. Again, it's not that he's trying to like upsell you a car or something, but on my perspective, if you tell me that you have a budget over $300, I'm not gonna talk about a car that I know is gonna run you about
Right.
$400 a month. I'll be wasting time, and car payment is something serious, like if I sell you a car that is gonna be over your budget down the road, you're gonna get your car repoed, because you have to stay within a budget. So, like I said, you sort of be as honest as you can with the salesman, as far as your budget, how much you have for the
Credit
credit score, yeah. Which, yeah, I mean,
different dealerships.
yeah.
Like I know different dealerships work in different ways, and in here we get in different stuff like buy here, pay here,
Right.
and lender cars, and
Right.
there's a different situation for all of them.
A lot
But that's a process to understand.
yeah.
So if I'm a customer, I don't know about those things. What would you recommend? Like, let's say I don't have an excellent credit. I have a 500, 520 of a credit. Should I just try to go to a buy here, pay here only, or should I try lender, or what are my options?
With that credit, it's so many variables. But like I said, a lot of dealers, they have different financing tools. We do buy here, pay here, and we work with a lot of lenders that what they look at is mainly your income. So if you don't have a perfect credit score, that doesn't mean that you won't be able to get approved through a lender. Like the lenders that we work with, we approve people with 500 credit score. You know what I mean? But they obviously want to see that you've been at your job, for not a long time, but at least 3 months, 4 months, that you're not a person that's jumping from, place to place, and obviously that you're able to prove income. So it doesn't hurt to try. And honestly, buy here, pay here won't be the best deal for you. It will be your last option if you're not getting approved through a lender. But lender is always the best option because these are financial institutions and they have a lot of financial muscles, and obviously they're gonna give you the best approval. So when you come in to our dealership, that's what I'm gonna try to do: get you qualified through a lender, because I know that through a lender I'm gonna be able to give the best deal to my customers. At the end of the day, it's just a win-win situation. We make a sale. You have a happy customer, and the customer gets a good deal. Worst case scenario, if you're not getting approved through any of the lenders, we're still gonna get you approved through a buy here, pay here. Doesn't mean that you're gonna get a bad deal, but obviously not as good as going through a lender.
And what I know, but some people might not know, is that, and I don't know if this is maybe some dealerships, and some dealerships do it differently.
Mm-hmm.
Buy here, pay here. The terms are not as long as the terms with a bank, so that makes a difference in the monthly payments, right?
That's different too. Yeah, some dealers, like I say, they have a maximum length for the buy here, pay here. Ours is 3 years. We don't do longer than 3 years. So obviously the lenders sometimes, based on the customer, they'll do up to 7 years, 6 years, 5 years. So that way your monthly payment is gonna go down because it's just gonna take longer to pay the car off. So like I said, those are the two different options, financing options and tools that we have. Obviously, both scenarios are a little bit different. Some cons and pros based on the financing option, but yeah, like I say, it's pretty much based on the customer and with the car that he's trying to buy. It's different for every customer.
So I guess the main concern here, or the main thing that the customer should do, is first be honest with the salesman, so he can
help you.
If he's not a shady salesman, he'll try to get you the
That's
best
what I
deal
do.
for you.
Yeah.
If now, second, if you feel that the salesman is not, it's shady, then I mean that's
Just walk
up
out.
to you.
Yeah.
You gotta feel it out and either go to a different dealership or try to speak to someone else. Or that's up to you. Checking out for auto check, Carfax, all of those
The
things.
history reports on the car, that's important.
Right.
Also, another thing that you know, ask questions. Ask all kind of questions you want. You know, it doesn't hurt. You know, like I say, if the dealer is a good dealer and the salesman is really trying to help you, you know, he'll answer all kind of questions. You know what I mean? Whatever you want to ask him about the car. You know, obviously, don't expect the dealer to know every single thing about the car, but you know, he'll probably try to explain you as much as he can. You know, or as much as he know about the car. The other thing, ask about any warranty. Most dealers have a no dealer warranty, which as is, but most of the dealers, for example, us, we'll put it like what is called a service contract, which is a warranty through a third-party company. You know, so even if you're buying a used car, you still have some peace of mind knowing that, hey, you know, I'm buying this used car, you know,
But I have some.
but I have some, you know, protection at the end of the day.
I'm the customer. How confident should I be with this warranties? Like, is there a warranty that's the best warranty, or are there shady warranties, or how does that really work?
Well, I can only answer this based on my experience.
Right.
You know, the company that we work with, I believe they're one of the largest in the United States, and you know, we get every car inspected in our dealership, but sometimes, like I said, sometimes things can happen.
Right.
In every single situation that we had a problem with, you know, the cars, the dealer, they actually pay and they come through, you know. So, and if they were shady, we wouldn't work with them, because you know, it's protecting, like I say, it's protection for the customer, and also protection to the dealer, because we don't want to sell car that's gonna break down in a week. You know, that's not gonna bring good reputation. So it's just something smart to do as a business standpoint of view, you know, because I know I'm selling a quality car, and then if they're happy, you know, they're gonna come back in 3 years, or they're gonna send their family members, and you know, that's gonna generate me more sales at the end of the day.
Right.